Everyone knows the name Cristiano Ronaldo. The five-time Ballon d'Or winner, the Champions League king, the man who seems to defy age itself. We see the goals, the trophies, the perfectly sculpted physique. But what if I told you the story you think you know is just the surface? What if the real story of his rise to greatness isn't just about talent, but about a relentless, almost obsessive pursuit of perfection forged in the fires of adversity? This is the untold story of Cristiano Ronaldo. Our story begins not in a grand stadium, but on the humble island of Madeira, Portugal. Born into a family with modest means, young Cristiano's first pitch was the street. His father, a kit man at a local club, and his mother, a cook, worked tirelessly. But even with their hard work, life was a struggle. His home was small, shared with his three older siblings. From a very young age, he had one escape, one passion that consumed him: football. His godfather once recalled how Cristiano was so obsessed with the game that he would often miss meals or escape through his bedroom window to go play, a ball seemingly glued to his feet. This wasn't just a childhood hobby, it was a burning necessity. He saw football as his only ticket out, his only way to give his family a better life. This desperation fueled an incredible work ethic. At just 8 years old, he joined the local team Underdog. Even then, his teammates remember him as being different. He cried when he lost. He cried when his teammates didn't pass him the ball. They nicknamed him Crybaby. But it wasn't petulance, it was passion. It was the first sign of a winning mentality so fierce it bordered on obsession. He simply hated to lose, a trait that would come to define his entire career. By the age of 10, his talent was undeniable. He moved to Nacional, one of Madeira's top clubs. But the island was becoming too small for his ambitions. At just 12 years old, he faced the biggest decision of his life. Sporting Lisbon, one of Portugal's biggest clubs, wanted him. This meant leaving his family, his home, everything he knew, to move to the mainland alone. The first few months were brutal. His strong Madeiran accent made him an easy target for mockery from the other kids at the academy. The loneliness was crushing. He called home every day, often in tears, begging to return. Many kids would have quit. Many would have gone home. But Cristiano wasn't like other kids. He channeled his pain and homesickness onto the football pitch. He started training harder than anyone else. While other boys were in the games room, he was in the gym. He would strap weights to his feet and practice his dribbling, convinced it would make him faster. He would sneak out at night to do extra workouts. The academy staff were astounded. They had never seen a boy so young with such professional discipline. He wasn't just trying to be the best player at the academy, he was training to be the best player in the world, even then. This incredible dedication quickly paid off. He was so good that he became the first player in Sporting S history to play for the under-16, under-17, under-18, the B team, and the first team, all within a single season. His senior debut at just 17 was electric. But the moment that truly changed his life came in 2003, during a preseason friendly against Manchester United. Sporting was inaugurating their new stadium, and the legendary Sir Alex Ferguson was in attendance. On that day, a skinny, fast, and outrageously skillful teenager ran the Manchester United defense ragged. The veteran players were mesmerized. After the game, players like Gary Neville and Rio Ferdinand reportedly went straight to the manager and pleaded, "Gaffer, you have to sign him." Ferguson, a master at spotting talent, didn't need convincing. He had seen the future. He refused to leave Portugal without securing Cristiano's signature. So, at just 18, Cristiano Ronaldo arrived at Manchester United, one of the biggest clubs in the world. He was handed the legendary number 7 shirt, previously worn by icons like George Best, Eric Cantona, and David Beckham. The pressure was immense. His first season was a whirlwind of stepovers and tricks, but it often lacked the final product. Critics called him a one-trick pony. They said he was all style and no substance. He was criticized for being too individualistic, for diving, for his theatrics. But again, Cristiano used this criticism as fuel. Under the guidance of Sir Alex Ferguson, who became a father figure to him, he began a remarkable transformation. He wasn't just a winger anymore. He hit the gym with a vengeance, packing on muscle to withstand the physicality of the Premier League. He worked relentlessly with the coaching staff, refining his shooting, his heading, his decision-making. His free-kick technique, which he modeled on a Brazilian player he admired, became a weapon of mass destruction. He learned that talent alone wasn't enough. It was about efficiency, about winning. The flashy step-overs were still there, but now they had a purpose. He became a goal-scoring machine. The culmination of this transformation came in the 2007-2008 season. He scored an astonishing 42 goals in all competitions, leading Manchester United to both the Premier League and the Champions League titles. That year, he won his first Ballon d'Or, officially crowning him the best player in the world. The boy from Madeira had conquered English football. But for a player with Ronaldo's ambition, one peak is just a stepping stone to the next. In 2009, he made a world record transfer to Real Madrid. If the pressure at United was immense, at Madrid it was astronomical. He arrived as the most expensive player in history, joining a club synonymous with greatness. His goal? To become the club's all-time leading goal scorer and win the coveted La Decima, their 10th Champions League title. In Spain, he entered into one of the greatest rivalries in sports history with Barcelona's Lionel Messi. This constant battle pushed both players to unimaginable heights. Season after season, Ronaldo shattered records. He scored 50, then 60 goals a season. His physical evolution was complete. He was now a perfect athletic specimen, powerful in the air, lightning fast, and with a thunderous shot from either foot. His dedication to his craft became legendary. Stories emerged of him being the first to arrive at training and the last to leave. Of his strict diet, his ice baths for recovery, his personal sleep coach. He treated his body like a temple, knowing it was the key to his longevity. He achieved his goals. He led Real Madrid to 4 Champions League titles in 5 years, including the historic La Decima. And in 2018, he left the club having scored an unbelievable 450 goals in just 438 games, becoming their greatest goal scorer ever. He had conquered Spain. Then came a new challenge at Juventus, in Italy. Then he thought that at 33, he was past his prime. They said he was going to Syria, a notoriously defensive league, to wind down his career. How wrong they were. He adapted his game again. Less of the explosive dribbling from the wing, more of an intelligent, clinical poacher in the penalty box. He still scored goals for fun, winning 2 league titles and continuing to break records. He showed the world that age is just a number when you have an unparalleled work ethic. His return to Manchester United was a romantic homecoming, and his move to Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia has opened a new chapter, proving his global influence extends far beyond Europe. So, when you watch Cristiano Ronaldo score another impossible goal, remember where it all came from. It wasn't just God-given talent. It's the memory of a boy crying on a dusty pitch in Madeira because he hated to lose. It's the loneliness of a 12-year-old in a new city, using the gym as his sanctuary. It's the relentless drive to prove critics wrong, to transform his body, to refine his game, year after year. The untold story of Cristiano Ronaldo isn't just about the trophies and the records. It's a powerful testament to the idea that with obsessive dedication and an unbreakable will to win, you can turn a childhood dream into a legacy that will inspire generations. Thanks for watching. If you were inspired by Ronaldo's incredible journey, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more stories about the world's greatest athletes. See you next time.